Top 5 Bigfoot Sightings in New Hampshire. The Granite State's most mysterious encounters. New Hampshire, a state known for its rugged mountains, dense forests, and rural landscapes, has a population of approximately 1.4 million residents. Over 80% of New Hampshire is covered in forests, making it one of the most heavily wooded states in the U.S. Indigenous Abenaki legends tell of a large forest-dwelling creature known as Wendigo, or Forest Wanderer, a being that was said to be both spiritual and physical, appearing as a tall, hairy figure with glowing eyes that lurked in the deep woods. One of the earliest recorded encounters in New Hampshire occurred in 1883 near Mount Monadnock. Loggers found enormous footprints in the snow, far larger than any known animal, and followed no logical path, disappearing abruptly as if the creature had leaped away or vanished. Now let's explore New Hampshire's top 5 most compelling Bigfoot sightings, listed in reverse order. We saved the greatest amount of detail for our number 1 choice. Number 5, the Pemigewasset Phantom. Location, Franconia Notch State Park near Lincoln, New Hampshire. Date, October 2020. Number of witnesses, 2. Franconia Notch State Park, one of New Hampshire's most famous tourist destinations, is known for its steep mountain passes, scenic hiking trails, and stunning views of the White Mountains. Each year, thousands of hikers and campers visit the park, but in October 2020, 2 hikers had an experience they could not explain. While trekking near the Pemigewasset River, they heard strange knocking sounds echoing through the forest. When they stopped to listen, they noticed a massive, shadowy figure standing among the trees. It was described as over 7 feet tall, covered in thick, dark fur, and motionless as if watching them. The hikers hurried away, feeling an eerie presence that lingered even after they left the area. Number 4, the Moose Brook Encounter. Location, Moose Brook State Park, near Gorham, New Hampshire. Date, July 2019. Number of witnesses, 3. Moose Brook State Park is a popular camping destination in northern New Hampshire, offering secluded hiking trails and a quiet, forested atmosphere. In July 2019, a group of campers staying near the park's backcountry trails reported hearing strange, heavy footfalls around their tent late at night. One of the campers peeking out of the tent saw a tall, dark figure moving between the trees, barely visible in the dim moonlight. They initially assumed it was a bear until they saw the creature walking upright and moving silently despite its size. The humid summer night and eerie stillness of the forest made the experience even more unsettling. Number 3, the Bear Brook Howl. Location, Bear Brook State Park near Allenstown, New Hampshire. Date, March 2021. Number of witnesses, 1. Bear Brook State Park, one of New Hampshire's largest state parks, features dense pine forests, winding trails, and deep valleys. It is a popular area for hikers and mountain bikers. In March 2021, a lone mountain biker taking an early morning ride reported hearing a loud guttural howl that echoed through the woods. The witness described the sound as nothing like a coyote, bear, or any animal I've ever heard. Minutes later, as they stopped near a creek, they saw a massive dark figure moving swiftly through the trees. Despite attempting to take a photo, the biker's hands were shaking, and the figure disappeared before they could capture a clear image. Number 2, the Ossipee Mountain Giant. Location, Ossipee Mountain Range near Moultonborough, New Hampshire. Date, September 2022. Number of witnesses, 4. The Ossipee Mountain Range, known for its remote hiking trails and rugged terrain, is an area of New Hampshire with a long history of strange sightings and unusual activity. In September 2022, 4 hikers exploring a less traveled trail reported seeing a large bipedal figure standing on a ridgeline silhouetted against the twilight sky. As they watched, the figure moved with surprising speed and disappeared behind the rocks. The group later found huge footprints in the soft dirt near their campsite, measuring nearly 18 inches long. One of the hikers, an experienced outdoorsman, said, "I've seen moose, bears, and everything else in these mountains. This was something entirely different." Number 1, the Mount Washington Spectre. Location, White Mountain National Forest near Mount Washington, New Hampshire. Date, May 2023. Number of witnesses, 6. The White Mountain National Forest, covering over 750,000 acres of rugged peaks, dense woods, and hidden valleys, is one of the most remote areas in the state. In May 2023, a group of 6 hikers on a multi-day trek near Mount Washington had a terrifying experience. As they camped near Tuckerman Ravine, they noticed an eerie silence fall over the forest just after sunset. Suddenly, they heard a series of deep, guttural growls coming from the tree line. Moments later, they spotted a massive, dark figure emerging from the shadows, standing over 8 feet tall with glowing amber eyes. One witness, Emily Foster, a wildlife biologist, described the encounter. It was watching us, standing upright, and completely still for what felt like forever. The second we shined a light toward it, it was gone, moving faster than any known animal I've observed. The next morning, the group found deep footprints in the damp soil, leading toward a steep, inaccessible ridge. The experience left them shaken, and despite their scientific backgrounds, they couldn't explain what they had seen. From the White Mountains to the remote Ossipee Range, New Hampshire remains a hotspot for mysterious encounters. The state's vast forests, rugged terrain, and sparse population create the perfect conditions for an elusive creature to remain hidden. Do you believe your region or town deserves a top rating, or have you had an unusual encounter in the woods you can't explain? Does Bigfoot still exist, or is he simply a product of overactive imaginations? Please leave a comment in the comment section. We would love to hear from you.